Brody did not come this trip, so welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. We're fixing to go run these lines one more time. We had about another inch or so of rain last night. We've had a lot of stuff stealing our bait in this area, and that is one of the curses of fishing with bait fish. You gar well, and there's a lot of needle nose gar in here, and they're very hard to get on your hook, so they'll just steal you. I hate that. And they'll steal your bait. The water is rising. If we got bait, we should have catfish, but if you ain't got bait, you're not gonna have any. So Brody had other things on his mind this morning, so we brought along old Roscoe. Roscoe likes to come when he can, but now this canoe is a little bit small for 3 of us to be up in here. So Roscoe got to make this trip. We're gonna run down here. We got 6 hooks down here. We're gonna go check them and see what we got. We're gonna be rolling these hooks up today as we check them. We may not catch a fish, I don't know, because we baited them yesterday morning. They've been soaking for 24 hours, which is a long time. I would have come run them last night, but we had church, so you do stuff when you can do it, you know what I mean? But I'm a little more stable in this canoe by myself than I am with Brody, so it's really a lot easier on me, but I like to bring him with me when he'll come. All of them, this is the 3rd one. I'm pulling them up, rolling them up. There ain't no bait on nothing. So I figure all during the day yesterday, the gar played havoc on us. If you're gonna catch fish, you just about gotta bait them up right at dark. So that is one of the reasons I'm rolling these up. It's a little difficult for me to get to this spot. And then you got to paddle the canoe to do it. So I can't really put Brody in this canoe at night. That is one of the things. We're fixing to move to a spot that I can run at night in the boat if I want to. If I so choose to say, hey, I'm gonna run these at night, we can go put the boat in and do that. So, yeah, they ain't no bait on nothing. That burns my... Y'all ever have days like that? We're gonna probably catch a fish so it's over with. It just be like that. That's why crawfish is better for down here, in my opinion. Now this bush right here is wet. This bush is wet, but there ain't nothing pulling on it. Oh, he's on there. He is still on there. He is still on there. Let's see what we can do with him. Good catfish. Come on. Come on, get in the boat. Over him. Over him. Good. All right, now. Easy, don't offend me. Good cat. Good cat. I got my hook in there. I'm gonna put them in, let them fly. He said he didn't like it, not one bit. I had to lay that out. All right, now where's my line? Well, at least we ain't going home empty-handed. Come on. I was worried that I was going to be filming this video, we wasn't going to have a fish. But you know, these days it's that way. And they that way for everybody. It ain't just, you know, for the people that don't do it much think, well, I ain't no good at this. No. Now, there's people that do it pretty regular that have they may not show it to you, but they have it. Come on, lid. So somebody made the suggestion. Now, these is my oldest. These are about 6 or 7 years old, probably older than that. These are probably 8-year-old roller hooks. I had a man suggest to me, he said, if you'd start selling rolls of LimbHooks, he said, I'd buy them. He said, Bass Pro Shop is selling them, 5 of them for $20. Would 10 hooks for about $30 or $40 be too much? About $35 for 10. I'm threatening doing it because I could sit there and make them jokers up. I put me another, y'all didn't see this in other videos, but I had me a, come in that job pole. I call it job pole. They'll always be job poles to me. But anyway, I'm fixing to lose my, oh, come on now. All right. And they just bite whatever you can find. Of course, that was another empty hook. I feel like we missed a lot of gar. All right, we got this rolled up. We fixing to go upstream. I got a ways to paddle now before I get up there and get back to where I got fish. All right, y'all, on my other job pole over here. I believe I got a fish. I don't know what I got either. He's mad. Oh, he's upset. Oh, we got him. We got him. I try to use this dip net when I can. Oh, let's get our job pole undone here. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I wrapped that joker because I had to take up some slack. I was finna say, I know I didn't tie no wonky knot there. Yeah, don't be tying them wonky knots. I can't get my. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, Jesus. That's the problem with it. Let me lay him down and get this out of my dip net. Dip net and a chunk of lead don't go together too well. Oh, and me and these limbs over my head don't. Good Lord. Fighting that mess. Ooh, he was hooked good. Look at it, all the way through the top of his snout. I mean, I just bent that hook too. It is hooked. Ooh, I wadded it up. Good little old cat. Yeah, I bent that hook. I bent it horrendously. We are now floating downstream. We need to get this rolled up. Get out of these. That's right there where we filmed that moccasin yesterday. I'm looking for him. You can bet I'm looking for him. Because he'll be in the boat with me if I ain't careful. Come on now. Slide down. You sweet, soft Hungarian devil, you. That's that water moccasin. I bet he ain't far. Oh, y'all, we got a sleeper. I pulled that hook loose. Limb's something else. I pulled that hook loose on limb. It was not moving at all. Had a little old catfish. Most of these y'all are channel cat. I know yesterday Brody said something about a blue cat, but I didn't even correct him. I didn't have time to really put a lot of thought into it. I caught it when I was editing it, but it didn't really matter because you don't really take education from a 5-year-old. But most of these are channel cat. Every now and then I will catch a blue cat in here, and every now and then you'll catch an out. Most of it channel cat. But that was a sleeper. I mean, that line wasn't moving or nothing. It was dead still. I reached up there and unpopped that knot loose and went to pull it in the boat, and it went to flopping. That's why I didn't have the camera on. I wasn't gonna film me pulling every dead hook off. You know, I mean, that's just how it is. We got 3 though. I like to pull up there and see them trees shaking, limbs snatching, but I ain't that. They've been on here long enough, they wore out. And they most likely bit late yesterday sometime, but now they could have been on there since right after we left yesterday. I don't know. We was down here about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, so we'll just see what we get. I believe that limb may be moving a little bit. I can't really tell. If there's anything on it, it'll go to showing out by the time we get up there. It hears me splashing in the water. I don't know. Hard to tell. But you can see it tied right there. No, there wasn't nothing on it. Something mangled the crawfish up that was on it. So it had something on it at some point, or at least something had hit it. We'll put it like that. Well, where's my hook? There it is. These are mixed matched. I have worked, and this roll is actually bits and pieces off of that. I lost some of them and broke some of them, and then I just made a few to replace them. And I decided I wanted to try some of that camouflage line to just see how it works, and it actually works good. There's a lot of discussion on whether catfish are line shy. I somewhat believe that they may be a little bit. I'm not gonna say like, well, if you fish with a bright colored line, they just ain't gonna hit it. That ain't the case, not none. You can catch fish. But you make an observation, I guess you'd call it, by testing and doing things, and you come up with a idea about something after you've tried a lot of different stuff. You can't have an opinion on something just based on what you heard somebody else saying. And I just don't believe that you can do that. I got one right over here. So I have fished with pink line a lot. I fished with solid pink line. Well, then I went and tied black line on the bottom, and I find it seems like I get more hits and catch more fish with the darker lines. The biggest reason for using dark black or green lines is to keep other people from spotting your stuff. But now, when they come around a bend and that thing's jerking a whole limb, it don't matter what color line you got, they gonna see it. So y'all, here's the beauty of these knots right here. See how quick that pulls off? I still got a big old crawfish. We did not get a bite here. So as I'm rolling these up, y'all, if I decide to make and sell rolls of lines like this, these would be whatever I would consider swamp lines, short. They about 4 foot, 3/4 ounce sinker on there because it's really all you need. You don't really want to fish out in swift water where you're fighting that current. You're not going to catch as many fish there. And that'll be the reason I don't want to put a heavy weight on small ones. And they'll have like a 3/0 hook, something like that. Small hooks catch about anything that's in this water. And then I would do what I would consider river hooks that would have like a 6, 7/0, probably 7/0, 6/0 hook. And they would be about 6.5, 7 foot long, 8 foot long. Maybe do them 8 foot long. Give people plenty to tie off too. So y'all let me know if y'all think that's something that you'd think would be a good idea. Because I mean, hey, I'm in the market of trying to make a living doing the outdoor thing. I need to, the knives, I got more knives than I make, but this would just be something to break, something fun, different to do. And the biggest thing is to provide people that maybe don't know how to make them or don't want to make them some LimbHooks. I mean, everybody could make them. Y'all, that line is pulled around behind that tree. All right, it was just wrapped around a limb. I was doing a bunch of fumbling and finagling, and limbs is all in the way. They wouldn't have needed film. You can't film when you can't see what's going on, but I had to get back up in there, and it was just wrapped around a stick. Bent my little old hook all out. I need to go ahead and fix it while I am. That is the price, y'all, of leaving LimbHooks. We got it somewhat back. All right. Watch that tree up there, somewhat in the center of the screen. That limb went to showing out when I come around the bend. I was hoping he'd cut up again for y'all. You can see it moving. Ain't no telling what we got. This could get exciting. All right, well, let's pull up there and do it. probably a little old bitty fish. It's a decent little cat. Oh yeah, got him. Let's get this limb tied loose. Oh, I got one over here that I don't know about this. Y'all, we caught a gruntle here yesterday that was dead on arrival. And I think we got the exact same thing again today. I mean, y'all, look at this. Y'all see that fish over there? Look at that. A huge gruntle. And why is he dead? Why is he dead? Biting his limb. Oh my goodness, I see why. All right, let me get my limb hook loose and we're gonna get out of these bushes where I can film. All right. Y'all, I mean, that was a good gruntle. And something has eaten half of it. All right, y'all. Look, what a gruntle. See, y'all, what has eaten my gruntle? Look at it. That joker is massive. I would have loved to have caught him on rod and reel, but he is half eat. Crazy. Crazy. Y'all, that breaks my heart right there now. Best eating fish down here. And I guarantee you the otters got him. Could have been a gator. Could have been a gator. Most likely otters. However, that ditch that line is in goes back out yonder to some backwater that has gators in it, I know. So, that is 2 gruntle. We got one yesterday off of that same hook that was dead. So I've got, I think, one more hook up here to go get. And it's in a good spot, but don't mean there's nothing gonna be on it. Maybe a bare hook. Y'all, I love to come around a bend, start between these leaves and see a limb up there shaking on a bush that I know I got a pink string tied in. Look at that limb shaker. Roscoe, you said limb shaker? Look up at that limb shaker. Oh, y'all. That just does my heart good right there to watch that happen. Bounce that limb, son. Bounce it. Get some action going on here. And get some action going on here. Y'all like action? I like action. This swift water makes all of this a wee bit tricky. And I know these limbs make it an obstruction for your viewing pleasure. So anyway, let's see what we got in here. Ease him up to the top of the water. I feel like it's probably an old catfish, yes. Yes. Oh, oh yeah. We got him. We got him. All right, let me get my limb hook out of here. Reach in there, grab the loop, pop the knot, pull the string loose, and out of it we are. All right. I like it when a plan comes together, boys. Look at here. Yeah! Oh, he's trying to wrap up in this net. Doggone it. Them old fins will just get in there and get him twisted all up. Get out of my way. Get where y'all can see what's going on here. Catfish. All right, we're done. That is the last hook. I don't like drifting up amongst these water moccasins. Hook him on the line. Pull it round to there. Slide the lid down. Wrap it, wrap it, wrap it. Stick him in there on top of it. Well, y'all, that is a wrap for this area. It is time to take the old ride back downstream, which is the easy paddle out of here. Make sure, double checking along the way, that we did get, oh Lord, there's always a limb in your face. We're gonna double check, make sure that we did get all of the hooks. Make sure I didn't overlook one. I'm gonna put you on fast speed, play you some tunes, and we're gonna go for a little canoe ride. Y'all ready? Watch these limbs. Watch your head as we going down there. It could get rough.
Arrived. There went a gar right there. This thing is full of gar. I tried to film one earlier, and by the time I got the camera off its stand and got it in my hand and zoomed in on it and turned it on, he was gone. That's the way that always works. But we fixing to load up, get out of here. I'm gonna load this canoe up and haul it out. Like I said, we're gonna start gearing towards a different location. I want to be able to put Brody in the boat. I think that was one of the reasons he didn't want to come today. It was a little rickety in this. He was a little nervous. But he got to in there playing with something. So anyway, me and Roscoe's had a good time. Thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a good one. Y'all have a tremendous time. And hey, y'all help this algorithm share these videos. Tell your buddies about it. We got a lot of fishing coming up. Fixing to get into some camp.